All right, today's the 10th. Crypto people. Look at the market in a second. Bitcoin's recent institutional demand is unprecedented, says Futures Market CEO by Joseph Young from the Merkle, or at least the Merkle's reporting it. What does he mean? This was actually posted yesterday. During an interview with Nathaniel Popper of the New York Times, Cho said or stated that despite the recent market correction that led to the values of most major cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum to drop by large margins, the demand from institutional investors and retail traders has been on the rise. And he said the industry is seeing unprecedented institutional interest for the first time in Bitcoin's history. I've been amazed that the strongest believers in cryptocurrency often start out the most skeptical. It's a healthy skepticism. But at some point, the perception shifts, and for many institutions, I think we're finally there. Now, this article goes on for a good bit. That's the only little tiny piece I want to share with you. That's all. It's what it's about. We said this last year. Guys, it's early. It's super early. We're like the 1% of this stuff. Wait till it gets to 3%, 4%, 8%, right? Remember all that stuff, cliff high? When it gets to those levels, the prices are going to be crazy. Get in now. Joe, stop talking about that, man. Go back to the new stuff. Nope, not going to just go back to new stuff only. Going to do both. But as you've seen, I spend a lot of time talking cryptos these days. It's the hot thing. Again, what is me telling you the news, or I've got a couple news items actually to do videos on. You'll probably see two videos coming up next, I think. They got the wrong Andrew Cohen. Got the wrong Cohen on some of the nonsense coming on the news. We found, so he paid some institute. No, that's a wrong Cohen who paid that. Not his lawyer, different guy. What the? Ridiculous. But what is that going to do? As sensational as it is, as crazy as this political system is, this fake news, mainstream media garbage, that we all do need to be awakened to. Is any of that going to get you out of debt? Is any of that going to pay your house off? Is any of that going to pay your cars off? Or maybe you need to get a new car or something. Maybe you want that damn jet ski. You've always wanted one, man. I just never could afford one. Hey, here's your chance. You want me to tell you about that stuff, or you want me to tell you how you can, that stuff is in the news? Or do you want me to tell you about a way that's also newsworthy, in my opinion, of how you can get all those things you want in need? Need to get out of debt. You don't want to get out of debt. You need to get out of debt. The wants are the jet skis, or, that's a want. But there's a million of us out there that love that stuff. Hey, I want a little toy. I want something. Great, go for it. So that's why I do focus a lot on cryptos. I want people to take this stuff and run with it. Now, as you know, investment advice that every investment advisor would ever get, a financial advisor would give, is never put more than you can afford to lose in any investment. That's what they say. The certified financial advisors, of course, but you also know that in your own life. You don't need a financial advisor telling you that. You already know this. So let's get into the crypto market for this morning. It's the 10th. Crypto Dragon, man. Crypto Dragon. Said the 9th, Joe. Said the 9th. Oh, it was fail. Are you sure? You sure you don't want to give him a day or two? You sure you don't want to see where this thing goes? Take a little look-see. Switch screens. $436 billion market cap. Woke up this morning. That's exactly where it was. So for the last 45 minutes, it's been about $436 billion. And here's the thing. At midnight of the 9th, so as we're leaving the 8th to the 9th, this was $415 billion. It's gone up $36 billion in that one day. It hit it yesterday, the 9th. So it does seem like things have, you can see it in the chart right here. This little, even though it's small right here, you can see this. Boom. We're back up. And that was probably more recent, honestly. This is Bitcoin, of course. Let's just take a look. One day, going back, trying to see where it hit. Well, this is Bitcoin, not the whole market cap. I didn't actually look at Bitcoin when I said it was 415 billion. But you can see it's starting to do this little stair step thing here. Let's look at the whole market cap real quick, because that's what I was looking at anyways. Matter of fact, maybe we should do the 7-day. 7th, 8th, boom, midnight right here. And we've gone sideways. So it hit 435, 36, and just has gone sideways now. What does that mean? Is it the end? Is Crypto Dragon Kid going to turn into a Crypto Butterfly now? He's no longer Dragon? No, that is incorrect. It's not what's happening here. Let's take a look at some of the top performers. Again, this is not Dent. This is that damn dentist thing. That dentist, I'm not sure exactly what it does. The Denta coin. Zilliqa, what the? This thing is still going. Brian's asking me about this thing at like 10 or 11 cents, I think. You ever hear that one? I said, no, I've seen it. I went and looked it up. I was like, no, I see it, but I don't know. Couldn't tell you much about it. I haven't heard of it. Next day it's up. Next day it's up. A little bit more. 5%, 6%, 12%. Boom. Next thing you know, it's almost doubled. Just about doubled now in the span of a week? I think he asked me last week about it. Hey, this is cryptos, man. This is what happens. So let's look at the second page, because there is a coin here I do want to talk to you about. You already know it. We're going to scroll down to it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Theta. 22 cents. Up 10%. It's looking good. You know Theta. It's a coin we all should anyways love very much. Again, the all-time high is right here at 28 cents. Unless, oh, wait a minute. Did I see 30? I think I just saw 30. 30.9. So, yeah, actually that. And right there, 31. There it is. Well, I can hold my mouse extremely steady. 31 cents, pardon me. 31, we're at 22. And this is back in January. We had horrible market conditions the whole time. January, February, March. Wasn't exactly beautiful. We finally started having a recovery. Started a little bit in April. Some coins beginning of April to the end of April doubled and even tripled. Funny enough, the ones that seem to have tripled were a lot of the psychic picks, including this guy, Mr. He calls himself Crypto Dragon. You know him. Guy we were talking about May 9th. So, got up to 21 there. 22.5 right there. That's where we pretty much are right now. Although not quite. 22.1 at this very second. But I'm telling you, if you want to follow some of these things, go to Twitter and Theta Token. These guys are tweeting fairly frequently about interesting things, and we're doing giveaways. And if you stream, you can stream for Theta tokens, and you know how big gaming is. I mean, obviously, gaming is massive. And they're just going to be hey, if you live stream while you're gaming, you can earn tokens, Theta tokens. And I'm telling you this, I don't think for 1 second, Michelle White Dove, this is going to be a fail. Like, oh, it's a terrible coin. I'll tell you, my worst case scenario for this is she thought it would be 1,000 or thousands, as she said, with an S. Maybe it's not. That's like the worst case scenario for me. Maybe it made it into the hundreds. Okay, that's what I feel. As a worst case, I'm willing to let her prediction come true, like to be shocked and say, hey, it was thousands, just like she said. Pete's told me, man, Joe, when she's read me for the last 7-8 years, she's told me things, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, but next, go ahead. Yeah, all right, tell me about that. Something else. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's not me. Go ahead, next. Damn it, Joe. That thing, I was like, nope, not me. It happened. It happened. Remember, he's telling me the Corvette story. He's like, Joe, you had to go and show that damn Corvette. Just when I thought I had it out of my system. You got me looking at Corvettes again. Man, that thing was a beauty. So he went and told me the story. He's getting a reading from her. He already put a down payment on a little red Corvette. A red Corvette back in around 2014 or 15, he said. And he didn't tell her this. She says, I see this red car, Pete, don't do it. Some kind of red car, something you're going to get. Don't waste your money on it right now. It's not flashy. It brings too much attention. Like, I'm not feeling it. He's like, oh my God, I already put down payment on this Corvette. So he had to go fight for it back, and the dealer didn't want to give it back, and he got it back. He said he got it back though. He said, Joe, everything she tells me has happened. Everything. He's like, that's one thing that just amazes me. In 7-8 years now, everything. When she gives me that one-on-one reading. And I want to remind you, because she's coming on Saturday, we're going to talk about theta. I'm bringing it back up. Like, Michelle, tell me again. Like, tell all the viewers listening right now, the listeners. How did that happen? Pete gets his readings. He has family and friend. He obviously refers to you like we all do, you know. And I guess somebody that knows him was getting their reading. Had nothing to do with him. They're asking about some cryptos they're in. They're going through a list, I guess. You're telling them what you feel about them. And then all of a sudden, like, tell us that story again. How did theta pop in there? Because this person didn't have theta. No, they did not. It was spirit instantly. Boom. I got to tell Pete this. Is what she said. Which led Pete to me, Joe, we need your help. We need to try to get some of these tokens. I got a crazy story to tell you about the psychic. Her name's Michelle White Dove, and she told me that, he told me the whole story. I'm looking her up. Oh my God, she's the one that was on TV in like 2007. This America Psychic Challenge. I watched the whole thing. It was great. Oh my God, she's the one that won the whole show? And then I'm seeing the clip of her finding the guy buried underground that was in the little box with the little oxygen tank. They're trying to find him in a 10-acre field in the freaking desert. She stands right on top of him. Okay, Spirit just said right now. Boom. Spirit said that's it. Right here. Right here. She drops the card on the ground. That's the spot. All right, come on, team, come in. They start digging her up. Not her, the guy, the stunt guy, whatever that was underground. Boom. Oh, there's something there. Yeah, you got that right. It's a box with the guy in it. Then inside the damn dealership, I know what you want me to do. Michelle, we haven't told you yet. I know, but I already know what you want. Spirit told me exactly what you want me to do. Can I start? Well, hold on. You don't even know what it is. I do know what it is. You want me to tell you? Yeah, tell me. You want me to find a person in the back of a trunk in one of these cars. I already saw the car. I know which one it is. Can I go now? Oh, you're right. Yeah, go ahead. She runs right over there. Not even like maybe. That's the car. This one right here, positive. This is it. Open it. Open the trunk. There's a guy sitting in the trunk. This is her coming out to tell us. Not even so much to tell us. It was really me coming out to tell you something this amazing lady said. And I want you to just think about something. If this one token, this one crypto you're staring at, ultimately is the one out of your entire portfolio, and your portfolio ultimately looks good, but you're patient. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 years. Like she said, it's going to take a while for this one to really go like epic. But she said this will be dollars. And I know the exact amount, but I don't want to say it because it's in the report, the White Dove report. But it will be dollars this year. At 20 cents, which again, I'm telling you this at 13, 12.5, even 11.9 when it was the third day after I said it. I got in on all 3 days. 12.5, 13.2, and 11.9 cents. Thank you. Some of you guys got up a little higher. But I'd say right now at 22 cents, I'd say, because that would have been right back here, I believe. Yep, it was right after February, thereabouts. Or was it here? But no, February 8th. No, because I think I talked to her February 28th. Yeah, so this is probably the run-up. Which, look, it did get to 22 cents. It absolutely ran up to 22 cents right there. And we're here right now. So worst case scenario, if someone got it at the very, very, very top of that run-up, you're now even. But again, when I came out, I'm telling you, when the price was low, hey, guys, I just got this. And while I got it, it's not like we're all competing against each other. I already got mine. Believe me, I'm not dumb enough to come out here and tell you, if I'm super excited about a coin, to tell you, and then me go in and afterwards as you guys are running the price up on me. I gotta get in with you. No, I'm gonna go ahead and get it now, and then tell you about it, and then you guys can go in. And if I just didn't have, I don't know, the feeling I have, I'd probably be selling into that. Oh, they make a profit. I know it's gonna go back. What's the harm in that? I'll make a profit all the way up to 22 cents, and I'll sell off. I could do that and then buy back in lower. I just feel like, no, if I'm gonna give you information, and I know people are gonna go out there, and I have a feeling the price might rise because of me saying something, I feel like it's just not right for me to sell into that. Even though, look, it's already back where it was. See, I took my profit. You guys are fine. Nope. I sat here the whole time. I didn't sell one. I did give some to Michelle. I gave some to her assistant, her manager, Shantae, her husband. I've given some, to other people a little bit. And I've got my stash. But just imagine this coin. This crazy Joe, first time. It was really the first time I brought a psychic on, right? Like to talk about it later on after I talked to her. Because I'm like, yeah, we can come on the show, please, But it was, if you recall back in December, we had the huge sell-off. And everyone's panicking. Oh my gosh. My mom, Friday, December 22nd, we're all at a big dinner. My uncle's down, my cousins, his kid, and one of his kids, and his wife, and whatever. And my uncle and my dad are at the table. I remember where we were. It was Red Lobster. Lobsters. I don't eat that shit. I licked at that shit. I slapped at that shit right off my table because I don't like that shit. Rosine. Jerky Boys. Thank you. But my dad and my uncle, should you sell? My dad, because he had his Litecoin. Of course, I have mine. My mom's like, nope, no. Stop. No. Don't sell. Do not sell. I wrote down a prediction. I've stuffed it in an envelope, and I will open it around the second week of January. It's about this stuff. I was meditating and praying, and it came to me. Don't sell. So I'm like, Mom, what did it say? No, I'm not going to say it right now. What do you mean you're not going to say it right now? Tell me the good news. She goes, well, what if I get it wrong? Mom, you don't get stuff like you don't get it wrong. What do you mean? What if? You don't. Go ahead and tell us. No, I'm not telling you. But you're saying not to sell, though. Yeah, don't sell. Okay. Well, it sounds like they're going to be fine. She goes, just wait. You'll see. All right. End of January. December comes. January, first week, was not looking good. Just to run you by it, why don't we do this? Let's look at the entire crypto market. Right here, right? Right through here and here. So 2 months roughly. Early December, this huge run up, remember? And that's the whole crypto market. Bitcoin and Litecoin were going crazy, right? Crazy high. 22nd, boom, right here, this big sell-off. So from up here, $642 billion market cap, drops down to 436. I mean, huge sell-off. This is the day we're sitting at dinner. My mom says, nope, don't worry about it. Wait till around that second week. The day, right, January 1st through the 7th is week 1. That second week starts. Boom. $820 billion market cap. Massive. I believe that was the all-time high, wasn't it? 828 right here. So right around that second week. Here it is. The end of the first week, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Right there. Boom. But she allowed me, somewhere over here, we were eating breakfast that weekend coming up, leading to this. And I said, can I have this freaking note? She's like, yeah, come over and I'll give you the note. So I went over to her house, got the note. I was driving in my car and I'm like, guys, I got the note. As soon as I get home, I'm going to do it. I'm going to read it. I haven't even looked at it. I'll read it live. So I did. Right? That's the only time a quote-unquote psychic came into the picture. And that was my mom. I never had her on. She would never come on. She's not going to show her face like, and be like in an interview. It's not going to happen. So that was the only time. But then, Pete, because I guess maybe he heard me talking about it, so he's like, oh, yeah, Joe's definitely open to this kind of stuff. Okay. Right? So then Pete comes in and it tells me the whole story. This is later on, end of February. So just think how, silly, psychic, and then stupid you're putting your freaking money in from a psychic, yeah, yep. And if this thing gets to a few dollars this year, and you could have had it at 13 approximately cents, when I gave it out, there was plenty of time for everyone to jump in this thing. Yes, it ran up a little bit. So just call it between 13 and 20 cents. Maybe you just want to average off on 20 just because. Okay, 20 cents. You're in today. You know what? You're convinced today. 20 cents, 22 cents. And this thing goes to dollars. Well, $2. How many 20 cents are in a dollar? 5. So at 20 cents, it's a 5 times move. Of course, at 10 cents, it's a 10 times move to go to a dollar. 13 cents, well, it's not, I don't know the exact math, but what is it, like, 8 times or something? Not quite, maybe 7 something times. Just call it 7 times your money, which means it's 14 times your money if it hits $2. But again, if you're in at 20 cents, it'll be 10 times your money. You gonna be upset if Jason at 4 brought a freaking psychic on who made you somewhere between 10 and 15 times your money? And by the way, I'm only giving an example of the $2. Can I tell you a secret? Again, without giving it away in the report, it's more than $2 that she spiritually feels, whatever you want to call it. Spirit told her this year she feels it will be more than $2. And that's about as close as I'm going to tell you. All I'm telling you is this coin could be it. And the crypto market is not going away. There's more news right now, like right now, that is so positive for crypto. I could do video after video after video after video after video on just the news part, not even the charts, and let's look at this coin, like this stuff. Not even any of that. Just simply, hey, another banking thing happening, another, they're going to, this entity is looking at opening up for institutional investors and, stuff like that. I'm telling you, you're going to look back just like, let's go out a bit. I want last year, though. Oops. And all this that's happening here, it just looks like a line, right? It looks like a steady, fairly steady line. You can see some little bit of, scribble, if you will, all in here. But if you actually zoom into this stuff, oh my God, that's scary. Holy crap, what is this? This is not looking good. That was June, July of last year. But when you zoom out, like I just showed you, that's all you saw was this. Right? When you zoom in, it looks a little bit, oh my gosh, right? These little, in other words, these little ups and downs that might actually be big up and downs right now to us, looking, because we're like zoomed in, so to speak. When you zoom out and say, how did 2018 go? It's going to look like what I just showed you for 2017. This little line that kind of looks straight, but there's little squiggles here and there, a couple little dips and pops. Okay. But when you zoomed in on that week or that month, oh my God, we lost 20% in that week. And then it climbed 30%, 3 weeks later. But it looks scary on that chart while you were there staring at it. Yeah. But when you zoom out and look at the bigger picture, it's doing this. And that's all you need to care about. That's really all you need to care about. Don't get caught up in the day-to-day. Crypto Dragon said it was the 9th and well, it is up a little bit, but yeah, but my mind's telling me it should be more than that. Okay, so what if it starts rocketing on the 11th, 12th, 13th? Just kind of creeped on the 9th and 10th, but really started going the 11th and 12th. You going to write that kid off? You going to stop listening to me tell you what he said next? No, you're not. You're going to be here glued to the TV or your screen like you always are. Even if you're a troll. Still watching me. If you're a troll, why are you watching? Because you can't get enough. Can't get enough. Make it enough. So, that's all. Just a little morning update. We're watching this market. We're seeing how it goes. It's still at $436 billion. Even this whole time I've been talking to you, it is still sitting there. It hasn't moved. 436. I mean, yeah, it's moving by the millions, but not billions. It's still 436 is what I'm telling you. So let's see what happens, man. That's all this is. Let's see what happens. What if we have this little 436 goes whoop, 430, 425, 420, what? The 12th comes around, the 13th. Okay, never mind. We're back up, I think when someone says, oh, on this date, I feel good about the market, all of a sudden in people's minds, we just think that automatically equates to that day should be very good. The next day should be very good. The third day should be very good. Like, this is a moving, think of sea of waves in the ocean. Waves go up and down, don't they? Don't sweat it. Don't look at the small stuff. Have we forgotten? Speaking of my mom, who told Trader Boss, you're getting an appliance, he's thinking, no, we're not. His stuff is like new. And speaking of Pete, you're getting a new appliance. I see a new appliance. Pete is thinking to himself also, no, my stuff's is quite a bit newer. I don't think so. Well, it's okay though. But she nailed some other things. I got the text the other day. Joe, here I am Saturday replacing an appliance. Tell your mom she nailed it. Oh, by the way, Pete, it's funny you just said that because I just hung up with Trader Boss. He's replacing an appliance too. He had to fix one. And I don't know if he had an upstairs and downstairs, I think he said. But it was like the downstairs one just had to be fixed. It was a minor thing. That's not replacing an appliance. But he thought, it's still strange. His mom said something about me having an appliance problem and I'd be replacing it. This isn't replacing it, but I did have an issue. Lo and behold, a little while later, one of the upstairs appliances goes and it has to be replaced. I'm literally just got done talking with Trader Boss, and then moments later, I hang up. Oh, it's Pete. Hey, Pete, what's up? Oh, he's texting me. Oh, he had to replace an appliance. My mom nailed it. So why am I telling you this? Here's why. Pete was one of those guys. Hang on. All right, sorry about that. I'm about to start over. Not over, but my phone was ringing. I'm like, wait, it's my job. I'm like, oh, that's right. I'm working from home today, as I do, and I forgot to log into my VPN phone. So if I don't answer, it rings my phone, my cell phone, which was my reminder that, yeah, you need to go ahead and log into your phone. So anyways, while I was telling you the story about my mom and all that, and Pete, several people that I've known now, crypto related, have come over here, family and all, met with them. Hey, can I have a reading from your mom? Yeah, mom, come over. And I'd say at least 3 that I can think of. All. My mom, I see you on a cruise ship. Like going on a cruise somewhere, you're going to be on a cruise ship. Pete was one of them. And Pete told me, Joe, I don't do cruises. I don't plan cruises. I don't want to go on cruises. There was no cruise in my future. But when you said a while back you would do a crypto cruise, like if these things really go and we're all excited, we're all going to go on a cruise and have fun, that was the one time I told myself, I'm going to go on a cruise finally. That'll be the one I do. It'll be the only one I do. So if your mom sees me on a cruise ship, I said, exactly. What does that mean? It means cryptos are going to be doing really, really well. So there's like all these ways to kind of confirm, reaffirm that this stuff is good. Good times are just around the corner. And like I said before, if by chance Chris Crypto Dragon Kid, oh man, Joe, what happened with May, man? 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, we got to the 19th and it didn't really move much. There wasn't even a sell-off or anything. Like, what happened? Don't know. Don't know. Am I nervous? Am I scared all of a sudden? No. Why? Because we're looking at the zoomed in, when the bigger picture says, this is going to be happening. I'm not concerned even kind of. But, having said that, let's give it a day or two. Let's see where this baby goes. Or crypto's fixing to move like Crypto Dragon said. Today's the 10th. Yesterday was the 9th. It did move a little bit yesterday, but I think we all need to see some nicer movement, obviously. Like he was saying, man, I'm feeling like 248 was his number. Like, I feel like 248 for Litecoin's coming soon. Man, Joe, I'm telling you, I feel it. It's like it's going to be, I feel like Litecoin's going to pop soon. It's going to go. It's going to, like 248, 250. Yeah, I feel it. Okay, great. I'd love to feel it too. Because there's a Tesla with my freaking name on it. With that kind of price on Litecoin. Take care.